Hey, good afternoon. First, I would like to welcome and thank everyone for coming out here today for this great, exciting news and the progress that we're going to have here at the new Savannah Arena. First off, I can't start this out without thanking our partners with the City of Savannah, Mayor Johnson, Alderwoman Lanier, Alderwoman Dr. Shabazz, and Alderman Palumbo, but then also City Manager. We also have Brett Bell and other city staff. Additionally, I'd like to thank our corporate staff with Oak View Group. We have our chairman here, Peter Luco, our senior vice president, and also we have our president, Dan Griffiths. Also, our partners as well locally, we have our partner with Pat Mathis Construction. So that's a great overall project with having Pat Mathis as our local partner here, so that we're able to do great things with the local Savannah company and help them grow overall within the region. Additionally, Delaware North is our partner on our concession, food and beverage side of things. And then also Live Nation. Live Nation will be our partner looking at, and we have John Petronic here with Live Nation, and that's going to be a great thing overall that we're going to have here with all the great things and entertainment that we're going to bring here. Additionally, with the Savannah hockey team, that's going to be a great job and all the great things with sports and bringing hockey here to Savannah. Also, Alderwoman Blakely, thank you and for being here as well. Also, just wanted to, kind of give you, looking at this as an overall focus. With this arena here, it's going to be great. Looking at the whole aspect of enriching the life and just doing the economic development here for the West Side. But also, we're looking at the aspect of enriching and developing Savannah as a whole. We're going to look to increase the tourism aspect by having the additional entertainment aspects and so forth here so that we can grow all the different aspects. We're going to also look, as I stated earlier with Live Nation, to bring top-tier concerts and entertainment here to the venue. With that, we're going to get a lot of great things and entertainment that we have never seen before here in Savannah and in this region. So this is just going to be a huge plus in order for us to gather all those different things here. But then, as we talked about the tourism, as Savannah's known as the hostess city, we're going to be the hostess with the mostest city now going forward with all the great entertainment that we're going to bring here. With this announcement as today, as we all know, we are here for the naming right announcements for this building. We'll be revealing that in a little bit, but wanted to have a couple people to come up here just to talk a little bit about different things that we have going on, both city, company-wise, and a part of this naming right position as a whole. So first, I would like to have Mayor Van Johnson to come up and speak for a moment.
Thank you. Thank you, Monty, and to everyone, good afternoon. It's kind of surreal. I traverse past this place every single day. And to see the growth and seeing this building build out has been nothing less than spectacular. A couple of days before, or a couple of months before, I remember we came in here and it was dirt. And we were outside, and one day it was mud, and now it's concrete, and now it's covered. And what that means is that the reality of the largest municipal project ever in the history of the 288-year first city of the 13th colony of Georgia is coming into fruition. So for us, it is about tourism and hospitality, but it's also about community. And so when you see this, you also see a community being transformed. You see streets that have been this way for quite some time being improved. You see a notoriously ugly city lot being removed to behind a community. And you see now not only transformation, but you see now the activation of people feeling good about where they live. You see now the difference in years of structural, racial segregation, because this was separated one side of our community from another side. And now we are mending them back together again. And I'm just so honored to have been a part of this process for almost 20 years that this project has been going on. There's so many people to thank, not only mayors and city managers. Michael has probably had the lion's share of this, council members, to include those that are here today. And then we want to be able to thank our partners. Tomorrow, we're celebrating the 100th anniversary of Colonial Oil here in Savannah, 100 years. And so we're thrilled to have the subsidiary, enmarket, who has been with us for at least 60 years in this city, and also an outstanding community partner in its own right, to be our naming rights partner for our new arena. That's where you clap. And that's where you make a lot of noise and you go real loud. We're practicing for our shows, right? And so we appreciate our partnership with Oakview Group, and we appreciate their willingness and continued willingness to ensure that we get this right. And not only we get it right for our city as a whole, but we get it right for the surrounding communities by ensuring that we're respecting the legacies, respecting the heritage, and respecting the people. So as many of you know, a naming rights sponsorship has been a part of our deal with Oakview Group since 2019. I believe it was 2019, Michael, when we signed the contract. And so they were to go out and meet with our major employers to find someone who would be interested and had the wherewithal, meaning the cash, to be our naming partnership going forward. And this is very, very important for us. If you go to certain cities, you see the State Farm Arena, right? We see the Phillips Arena, the Quicken Loans Arena. You just see all of these different names, and that is naming rights. So for us, it was very important to have someone local, if at all possible, to reflect our goal to have Savannah first. I personally had a couple of names I liked. The Van Johnson Arena, until they told me what the bill was going to be, I said, don't worry about that, I'll let that go. So as a part of the deal with Oakview Group, the $5 million, of which I believe we received half of already, that the arena sponsorship revenue will be added to other operating revenue, and this is shared on an annual basis between OVG and the city of Savannah, ramping up to what we know will be a 50-50 split when the net operating revenue of the year exceeds $2 million. Additionally, after 2 years, OVG will be paying the city rent of $50,000 a year, increasing annually to an eventual payment of $100,000. Everybody say $100,000. Yeah, because in this they cover all of the operating and all the maintenance costs of this arena, and that's important because the city of Savannah gets out of the arena operation business, and that's on somebody else. How they make it happen is up to you. We just expect our check on time and on budget. So I want to thank everyone that helped us to make this happen. Again, our city council, the names have already been acknowledged. To all of our partners who played a role, most importantly to those who've been working on this day in and day out. Again, I pass by here every day and there are people who are working in the rain. There are people who are working late at night to make sure that we open on time and on budget, and I am grateful for that. So I just thank you for this. And all of this has occurred in the midst of a pandemic. That's Savannah Strong. Round of applause for that. We have not slowed down. So I'm excited to invite our friend, the man who's going to bring Beyonce to Savannah to help open our arena. All right, you saw that, right? You got that, Slats? He did the thumbs up. Yeah. To bring Beyonce here to open our arena, the co-chairman of the Oakview Group facilities to come up and share additional information. And I want to thank Peter so much for his friendship and, again, his willingness to be able to work with our city. Peter.
The first thing they tell you when you're in the music industry is when you're at a press conference, do not mention the names of any artists. So the last time we were together in the mud announcing the hockey team, I got myself on a roll and said, I'm bringing Beyonce and this act, and he never forgot. So I owe him a big one. She is playing stadiums, but we'll get into arenas. We'll make this happen. So, it's great to be back here. As the mayor said, the last time we were here, we were in the mud. To think that this arena was a dream and now really is a reality in progress. It's just amazing to see where we've come and where we're going. And if we really look at the Oakview Group, what we see, there's some pillars that we need here to make this work. First of all, we need content, we need an anchor tenant, and we need good products and services. It's very important. So from the content, we have a great partner in Live Nation. As Monty said, they do 85% of the tours in the world. They are coming to Savannah. And I think one thing I really wanted to mention today is Savannah has to now treat itself as an A market. This is an A market. We have an alliance of 29 of the biggest arenas in the country: Atlanta, Charlotte, Boston, Washington, etc. Savannah is now in that alliance. Shows will come from Charlotte to Savannah to Atlanta and from many other places. This is where we have to think of ourselves as a marketplace, because we're going to have the newest, greatest facility in the world. And it's going to be intimate and a great place to watch an event. From the anchor tenant standpoint, we now have a hockey team, an East Coast Hockey League team. Bob is in the audience today. And as I've said at other press conferences, they're affiliated, they will be affiliated with the National Hockey League team. So players that play here in this arena will actually go on and play in the National Hockey League, which, again, that's A market, that's big league. From products and services, we have one of the greatest food companies in the world as our partner, Delaware North. They do food service in many of the major stadiums, arenas, airports, all over the world. And you will see the greatest technology here. Our various marketplaces will have Amazon Go technology. We'll have all the technologies that you see in all the biggest cities and the best food service in the world. And then from our services and product standpoint, Pat Mathis has just been tremendous with us. We will buy so much product locally, whether it's food, but also our services. And the fact that we see already well over 50% of the products that we will be buying will be bought from minority business and women-owned businesses. A normal goal might be 15, 20%. And we're going to be over 50%. So at the end of the day, we have the greatest contacts, we believe, around the world and the greatest companies. But at the end of the day, this is your building. This is the City of Savannah's building. We're assimilating into your community. We're going to buy local products and services. We're going to employ local people, hundreds of people. So we're going to have a touch of Savannah. We're going to have great Savannah food here, great Savannah drink, and make this a signature building that acts will want to come to because it's different and it's special. We see ourselves getting a lot of rehearsal dates. This is one of the greatest tourist cities in the world, one of the most welcoming cities in the world, being welcomed by my good friend here, the mayor. It's a fabulous place, and we just got to think of ourselves as big league in a big city. So obviously, every arena's got to have a name, and we have the best name. So thanks to enmarket, thanks to you guys. This is a big day as we go to promote. And really the goal of getting a great naming rights partner, and Dan will get into this, is we want someone who's a partner, not just a purchaser. And if you look at the retail stores that you have, and that we can cross promote and do discounts, have appearances of players. There's so much we're going to be able to do above and beyond naming the arena, and we thank you for that. It's going to be a great day, and a special thanks to enmarket. Thank you, and thank you guys. So important to what we're doing. So with that, I'd like to turn this over to Dan Griffiths. Dan is the president of our global partnerships. He and his team worked on the naming rights deal very diligently. With the enmarket folks, and Dan will kind of give you a little idea of what the process was and how it all worked. Dan?
Yeah, thank you. Okay, great. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Mayor Johnson. Thank you to City of Savannah. First of all, I just need to say I'm going to keep my comments brief because the person who's following me is significantly more important than I am to this whole thing. But I love coming to your city. I love the city of Savannah. I love the warmth that it exudes, and I'm not just talking about the humidity, of course, but just your definition of hospitality is outstanding, and I think it's unrivaled in the United States. And this is a crown jewel project for OVG as a company, and just want to say how grateful and thankful that we are to be a part of it. Today's an amazing day for this community, and I'm really proud to be a part of this. One of our primary missions at Oakview Group is to be an important part of the community, right? To leave the community in a better place than where we found it one day, and that's primarily the mission and why we're here talking about this today. So, the long-term investment made by enmarket in this community and putting their name on the side of this building is going to have a positive ripple effect for many decades to come. This venue, and moving forward, this venue and its name will be weaved into the fabric of this community. And most importantly, it's going to be a beacon of light for all. So one of the things that I love most about this project is that we're going to welcome with open arms everybody in the community and the region. It doesn't matter your age, your color, your race, your gender, your religion, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, grandparents, neighbors, friends, tourists from all over the country are going to come to enmarket Arena for a couple primary reasons. One is it's a place to go to see something remarkable. That's first and foremost. As Peter talked about, I'll let him talk about the whole Beyonce thing, but that would be remarkable in and of itself. And we believe that the remarkable can actually happen here. So it's something that we're very excited about. And over the course of the next 15 years of our agreement, we think millions and millions and millions of positive memories are going to be made here. And that's one of the special parts of a naming rights deal, is how many positive memories are made here. And so thanks to enmarket, thank you to your generosity, thank you to Brett, thank you to Matt, thank you to the thousands of employees that are based here in the region. Today is truly a celebration of you, and that's why we're here. So big round of applause for that. I've been very grateful to be involved in a handful of pretty large naming rights deals over the last 6 months. So I'm no stranger to this process. And we've done deals with major companies like Amazon. We did a major deal with a company called UBS, Global Wealth Management Company, and Subaru. And one of the things that they all have in common is their sincere interest to be around for good. And enmarket is no different. From day one in all the conversations that we had with Brett and with Matt was about the community. And the fact that each of those companies want to give back to communities in a major way made us feel very special and warm about this was the right company for this type of investment. Now you may think that this type of marketing investment is local, but I can tell you through my personal experience that it's not just local. This is going to extend way beyond Savannah. It's going to extend way beyond this region. And we look forward as OVG to amplifying the enmarket name in the media nationally to make this a point of destination for music fans and sports fans from all over the country. And so when we mention big brands like Amazon and UBS and Subaru, enmarket is an elite company, and they'll be mentioned in the same sentence with the rest of those companies. Finally, what I really like most about this deal is that it's local. The men and women who work for enmarket are part of your community. This is where they live and work and play. And I love the fact that enmarket cares so much about the community that they're willing to make this type of long-term investment. And what I also love about this partnership is that it's not just a name on the building. We touched on it a little bit earlier, but there's a difference between a sponsorship and a partnership. And a partnership is something that extends well beyond putting your name on something. So in the early conversations that we had with enmarket, outside of the fact that they're incredibly good people and community oriented, we got to know them in terms of their operations, and we understood that they are at the top as it relates to innovation. They're at the top as it relates to customer service. And we thought about that as the types of innovations that are going to be involved in this arena and the customer service that our guests are going to expect. And so enmarket is going to be embedded in everything that we do. And it just starts with innovation and customer service, but extends way beyond that. And so, look, we want every fan that comes into this building to experience the enmarket difference. And that's the primary goal, and something that will happen. So with that, it is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Matt Clemens from enmarket. So there's a lot of people to thank at enmarket, but Matt is at the top of that list. And so Matt has been, from day one, the minute that we talked to enmarket about this opportunity, sort of the internal champion. And there's a lot of reasons why at other types of naming rights deals they don't happen, because they don't have an internal champion as great as someone like Matt. So he was the one that kept his foot on the gas pedal from day one and willed this to happen to make today a reality. So I hope all of your hands get tired and extending a warm round of applause for Matt. But I'd like to introduce Matt, our good friend and your community champion, Matt Clements. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, Dan. And thanks to the mayor, the city, for putting this together, OVG. It's been great getting to know these guys and ladies well as we've put this together. We've done a lot of hard work. It's taken a long time. And we're really happy to be here and just thankful for the partnership on both counts. Thanks again to the aldermen for attending as well. We appreciate you all being here. And as Dan said, I'm going to keep my comments very short because it's July and we're outside and it's in Savannah and I'm sweating and I see the mayor here too. So, just a quick history of enmarket and our involvement in the community. And most of you, I'm sure, are aware of this. We've got a long history being involved in events and facilities like this. You look at the enmarket Bridge Run. You look at the enmarket Savannah Hockey Classic. You look at the, more recently, the Club Car Golf Championship at the Landings, the Savannah Philharmonic, Phil in the Park. I could go on, but I'm just trying to give a few examples of where enmarket has been so involved in the community at this type of level. To come in and be involved and affiliated with such a grand thing as this arena, we're just really humbled, both proud and humbled to be a part of it. There was a lot of vetting and conversation that took place on both ends. We were checking them out, they were checking us out, and I do know that it was an approval on both ends. They weren't just looking for a check. They weren't just looking for any partner. And again, we're humbled that they felt that enmarket fit the bill to be the naming rights sponsor of this great arena that we're building. The arena is really just an extension of our ongoing commitment. It goes way before my time at enmarket and most of the people that are here now. As the mayor mentioned, we've been here for nearly 60 years. The Demery family and the management and ownership of this company have been just so generous with the Savannah community, and I'm proud and humbled to be a part of that organization today and hopefully many years to come. Our mission at enmarket is to enrich life, and I'm not sure if Monty was referring to that in his regard or in his remarks, or if that was just happenstance, but a great comment. Our mission is to enrich life, just like OVG is looking to do with this arena. We're looking to enrich it for our customers, for our employees, our business partners, and the community. And this is certainly a huge statement and embodies what we're trying to do with enriching life in the community. So excited about that. Dan or Peter mentioned we've got such excitement to come with this arena. Many memories that are going to be built here. All kind of exciting experiences that we're all going to have. Personally, whether it's a Savannian, people visiting from all over the place, Southeast Georgia, worldwide really, and the experiences that we're going to have are going to be lifetime memories, and we just hope that seeing enmarket affiliated with this building and a part of this building is a reminder for what the company stands for and why we do what we do. We're on a lot of corners, we're in a lot of states, and we do what we feel we provide a good service to the community. But most important is why we're doing what we do, and we do want to enrich life, for ourselves and for our community, and just hope that this is a huge statement of what we're doing and why we're doing. So, again, thanks to the mayor and to the city for allowing us to be a part of this. We're excited for all the events that are to come, Beyonce and whoever else that may be. We'll be right there with you. No pressure, Peter. Again, thanks to Oakview, to Dan, Peter, Derek, Evan, everybody who helped make this happen. Thanks to Brett and the leadership at enmarket. just thankful to be a part of this again. So thank you all.
So again, as you have heard, we would like to thank everyone for coming out to being a part of history for here at this new in-market arena. So again, thank you all for coming. And 1 second, real quick, can I have all the speaking platform to stand up 1 second? Yeah. Can we have the in-market team, the aldermen and alderwomen, please come up here.